Hey guys. How you doing? I'm here to give you guys a quick update on things since my last stream. Um I've been trying to cope with everything. Hence why I have the title up. No, I haven't been doing well, unfortunately. I've kind of just been laying in bed all day. Uh, didn't really know what else to do since we've been dealing with family issues. Misman came over to try and cheer me up, which I appreciate, but in all honesty, I'm just trying to deal with everything with the issues going on with my aunt, who as if you guys read my Twitter or my community tab, it has diabetes and cancer, and I've kind of been having to deal with watching her slowly with her health deteriorating before my eyes, and she has been recently admitted to the hospital because she started foaming at the mouth. According to my uncle, um, the doctors misdiagnosed her with having a seizure and gave her the wrong medicine, which worsened the condition. But as far as I've been told, they've been able to stabilize her, and she's okay for the time being, as far as I know. I haven't been to the hospital yet, so. And you guys know how much I hate the hospitals, as I've been in there multiple times. This is one of the reasons why I don't like the hospital, because they misdiagnose you and they don't care about you. They really don't. So, I'm probably gonna go visit her tomorrow when I get the opportunity. Uh, which this has not been helping me at all with everything that's been going on. It has not been helping me at all. What you know. So I'm doing my best to just cope with everything and try to have a positive outlook, I guess. I don't know. Um, but I'm gonna go visit her tomorrow and keep you guys updated because I need some good news. And again, like, my issue with family members is that they're very stubborn, like me. You know, they don't say anything, but they just expect you to just pretend not to see what I'm seeing. You know, she's a very stubborn lady, and that's what pisses me off a lot. Because it reminds me of myself when I didn't want to be a burden to people, but you're watching somebody slowly deteriorate. You know, they lost feeling in their left arm. They can't move their hand. They try to open the refrigerator. Their hand is clamping to the refrigerator, and you have to pry it open because they can't physically move their arm. You know, they have diabetes, but they're asking for sugary stuff that they shouldn't be doing. They're not telling us anything. You know, they're shaking like they have Parkinson's disease, and all the while you have to sit there and just be oblivious to it, and that plays on my psyche too much. You know, I've lost my aunt, another aunt last year, as you guys know, and now, you know, this being my dad's sister, having to deal with this. I haven't seen her in years, um, and I finally get the chance to, you know, reconnect and going through this. So I'm at least happy she's getting intensive care, but um, it's a hard thing to deal with at the moment. On top of everything else that's going on with the whole creative juice thing and having to deal with them, being locked in a contract with them, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Um, it's kind of stifled me creatively, emotionally. It to the point where I just stand. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just stay in bed. I don't want to do anything. I don't. I just. I, I stay in bed. I don't really do much. I'll play a game or some games or watch some YouTube videos. But honestly, it's still like all this weighs heavy on my mind, and I'm just trying to. I guess trying to get over it as much as I can, but it slowly eats away at me because I can't do anything. I can't help my aunt. I can't do anything about this contract that I'm locked into, and my bills don't stop. My father lost his job. Thank you. But so I have to take over more um, bills, which is, you know, this is more of a headache than last year. Yeah, it's just causing a lot of stress. I'm trying to de-stressify myself, but these things weigh heavy on me because bills do not stop. Bills don't stop, and I have to make sure everything's taken care of now. Now that I'm basically the um, sole household um, proprietor or whatever. Basically, I pay all the rent now. So, and if I stop working, I don't make enough money to generate revenue. So I can't stop working to take a break. All the while, I know any work I put out, most of that money will be taken from me. Um, and it makes me not want to work because I know all my efforts, will be slashed tremendously for the next 3 fucking years. Um, so, um, yeah, this is probably the worst situation I've been in all my years of being a YouTuber. Uh, so, but I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna stay positive because there's nothing else I can do about it. So, um, all I can do is try to be positive about it, and it's I don't think there's much you can do about it, Silent D, because at the end of the day, it's still my fault too because I didn't read the contract. Like, I didn't read it thoroughly. I read it under the pretenses of our conversation, but I personally should have read it thoroughly before signing anything. That, like, me knowing how contracts work, I should have been. Again, even though, yeah, I've been misled under pretenses that this would be for 6 months, I myself should have went over everything and not have been so eager because of my relationship with Screenwave, and I was getting sick and tired of Screenwave taking 80 to 90%, and I wanted to do something that was going to that was gonna blow the channel up and do something positive, and I wanted to give back. I think my eagerness to want to give back to you guys, because I've said it before, like if I ever made a whole bunch of money, I'd just be giving it back to you guys. That's always been like kind of my goal. You know, how much Reese does his thing, that's kind of what I want to do as as I develop the channel and get bigger. Um, and in my eagerness of wanting to give back and blow the channel up, I wasn't being diligent enough to go over everything. So I, like I said, I have to put, I can't just blame Creative Juice. You know, their business, whatever. It still falls on me because I didn't do my due diligence. So yeah, it is what it is. Because money is not really a thing to me, in the sense of, as long as it pays bills, and I really don't care. I've never been like so materialistic. I actually have more fun giving back and helping my friends and helping them out with their issues. That's kind of where I look at money, as a means to an end. Like, other than paying bills and, you know, I guess buying a few things, that money doesn't really matter to me in in that sense. But if I can help other people, like my aunt, my friends, my viewers, that gives me more satisfaction in my work. So yeah, am I gonna quit? I would like to be honest with you. I would like to, but I can't. I've come too far at this point in my life to just quit. You know, I've been through a lot. You know, you guys know I've had my channel terminated twice. I've been locked out of my Google account. I've been demonetized a lot, and I've lost friends. I've lost family members. I've been through a lot these last 6 years, 5 to 6 years. So, and it's all been very mentally draining. And I've I'll be honest. I've laid down in bed and just wanted to just say I'm done. There's no point, and keep going. But you guys, honestly, you and my friends keep me going. You guys, you know, your feedback, you guys letting me know, and your positive support has been keeping me going, and it does help and motivate me not to quit when I'd really want to at times. Same thing with my friends. They've been very a good positive influence. So no, I'm not gonna quit, though I have wanted to quite a few times. Um, yeah. As for the future, um, I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll just do what I can. I guess I had thought about making a GoFundMe for my aunt, but in all honesty, I don't. I honestly don't know how those things work, and I don't think we'll get much for it, because my following's not that big, despite me having 200k. Like, it's just a number. It's not representative of the people who follow me. So I'm not confident that even if I did do a GoFundMe for her, I secure enough. On top of that, I have to worry about other things. Like I said, I'm more worried about just getting everything paid off, and keeping things afloat while my dad looks for a new job. So, that's my main focus right now. And I'll I'll make sure everything's, because I think it's time I be very straight with a lot of you guys on my relationships and why I don't associate with certain people, and because you guys have always wondered, and I don't want drama on the channel. You guys know that I never want any drama on the channel, so to speak. But I'll give you guys my complete honesty. I'm not friends with a lot of the people. A lot of the people you seen on the channel, certain people you've seen on the channel, I'm not friends with them anymore. I'm not associated with a lot of them anymore, and personal reasons. But you won't see me talk with them. Yeah, at this point, there's just been whether it be misunderstandings or issues, there's just things that's not gonna happen. 21 and I are no longer associating with each other. She had her reasons, and I don't associate with her anymore. So there's that. I'm just letting you guys know. I don't have any ill feelings towards her, or anything like that. But based on what Koi told me, I have no desire to work with her or be friends with her anymore, which is sad, but yeah, now you know. So I'm letting you guys know. But I still hope she does well on her channel. It is what it is, Same thing with Ify. I have no desire to work with her again. I have no desire to associate with her again. So that's why you don't see her on the channel as Vaggy anymore. I don't have a desire because of what she did behind closed doors. But no anger towards her or anything like that. Again, no anger towards them. I hope they do well on their channel, but you will not see them on my channel anymore. I don't work with Prince Vegeta for a plethora of reasons that I won't go into, because at the very least, me and him have talked. We've talked a lot, and we hashed out our issues. We're not friends, and I don't think we can ever be friends, to be honest. But we've talked on a deep level, and there's a certain level of respect that we have for each other. He has his issues. He's done things to me that I'm not going to say. He's given me his reasons, and I accepted most of them. Some of them I don't accept, but we're okay. Me and him, we're okay. But we're never gonna work together. It's just not gonna happen, guys. It's never gonna happen. I have no desire to work with Prince Vegeta ever, but I do respect him as a content creator, and I hope he does well on his channel. And yeah, he's yeah. I think I just hope he continues to be a positive influence to the community. I think he's a great content creator, but we're never gonna work together. Just understand that while me and him are cool, we're not working together ever. Same with Chi Chi Smash. I have no desire to work with her ever again. I have no desire to work with Khalifa U. I have no desire to work with Devil Artemis. I have no desire to work with a lot of people in this community for my own, for personal reasons. Um, Me and Slick Goku never met, so I have no opinion on. With him, I just kind of watched his content and was just a fan. But we never met, which is unfortunate. So it's kind of. Hey, Sacred Saiyan. So, with Slick, no. I have no opinion on Slick Goku because I've never had the opportunity to actually like chat with him. I've chat with JB and I've chat with all the people you've seen. That's why the disconnect is no longer there. It is sad that things like that. Like I have I still have a certain amount of respect for a good chunk of these people as a content creator. Like I don't want you guys thinking like that there's gonna be drama or not. It's just, you know, certain things happen behind closed doors that I won't speak of that makes me not want to associate. But that doesn't mean they're not great content creators and that you shouldn't stop watching them. You should always support whoever you enjoy watching. Um, Always do that. Like I said, I still have respect for them. So yeah, keep watching them, guys. I'm just letting you know because you guys ask me a ton of times. How come I don't do this? How come I don't do that? It is what it is. Like, you know, that's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. Like, I just, my philosophy is I focus on myself and I don't worry about other people. And that's all it is. I still will watch their stuff, you know. I still like their content. It's just, but my issue is I don't. If I have issues with somebody, I don't urge you guys to attack them or anything like that. That's not my philosophy. My philosophy is I leave them where they're at and let them do their thing. But I'm gonna be completely honest because I didn't want to say anything for the longest time because I didn't want to shatter like this. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to keep the community nice because we've had loss, like you said, just like Goku dying. I didn't want bad blood. I didn't want you guys to think there was bad blood or anything or having to split. But in what's happened recently in my life, I think I should be honest with you guys because the more I hold back, you know, the more it irks me because people will keep asking the same questions on, you know, you should work with this person and you should work with this person or how come we don't see this person, and I don't want to lie to you guys anymore. I don't want to lie anymore, you know. I appreciate it, Sacred Saiyan. I appreciate you very much. So yeah, so I, as far as people who I won't work with, as I told you, I'm Prince Vegeta, Dev Artemis, Chi Chi Smash, Khalifa Liu, you know, Ify, um, Corey. You won't see due to with him. It's different because he's kind of just been moving up. He's been having a lot of success in other ventures, so he can't be on the. He can't work with me at this time, which I respect. So while you won't see Corey anymore, I have a lot of respect for that guy because he's just kind of moving forward with his career, so he can't do stuff. So that's more respectable. I have nothing but respect for Corey Wilder. So, him aside, yeah. Um, Also, same thing with Boma Bunny and Matsuru. You will not see me associate with them anymore. No ill will towards Boma Bunny or Gotta Go Fast or those guys. No ill will towards them neither. Um, but you will not see me associate with them either. I have no desire to associate. And no, I'm not talking about Corey Kenshin. Corey Wilder, who played it, characters like Alistair and Angel Dust on the channel. That's what I'm talking about. First Artsman. Um, and again, like I said, I'm just being 100% transparent with you guys. Um, so there's no confusion in the future or no doubts of who I work with in the future. And again, not saying these are horrible people or anything like that. I've chatted with a lot of them, but there are just differences with us and issues with us that will not allow me to associate with them. So I choose to associate with people who I vibe with more, like Sacred Saiyan being an example of somebody who I associate with, who I've chatted with, who I've had conversations with, who's somebody I like to work with. That's an example. Or Cinetic is a great example of somebody who I continue to work with, who I've had no issues with. Um, Franz or the Bardock and Dandelion channel, who I work with, those are, and he associates with people I don't like. And me and him have chatted many times, and I respect him, but I keep it 100 with him. But he associates with people I have no desire to associate with, but that doesn't affect our relationship. I'm just very transparent with him, and now I'm going to be transparent with you guys. So I hope you guys can understand that. Like I'm not the type of guy who won't associate with you just because you're friends with somebody I don't like. That has nothing to do with you, you know. So that's how I do my business philosophy. Is whoever I work with, I have to have a certain comfort with them, and I have to um, be at a certain level of comfort in order for me to associate with them. And if I'm not, I'm gonna just be honest. But I'm never going to judge them for another person. I will never judge another person because of somebody else. That's not how I do things. That's never been my philosophy. I only judge you on you. So but you know, no negative feelings towards these people. I want to make that very clear, guys. I don't. You should, if you enjoy their content, you should still watch them, regardless. You know, regardless of everything I've just said. Watch who you want to watch, and that's it. So I'm glad I'm cleared that out the way. Uh, if you have any questions on it, you can ask, and I will only answer what I'm able to. You know, as far as everything else, I'm like I said, I'm getting sidetracked because back to everything else. I just wanted to get that out the way because, in light of all that's happening, I guess I needed to get it off my chest and not lie anymore about these situations because drama and stuff like that, and you know, that's all that is. I respect people who have worked with the past. I've never had issues with um, I always love the small content creators I used to work with back in the day, like LED Taylor. He was a good guy. I enjoyed working with him. He was actually one of the first people that actually worked with me. I was a big fan back in those days too. So shout out to um, LTD Taylor, 1970. Yeah, he was very good to me. Um, and I hope I hope he's doing well and coping with everything. Um, as far as content goes, well, I would say to that, it's formulatic, Dragon. You know, like I said, I do the same thing. It's more formulatic in the sense that content comes and goes. Sometimes, even me, I've re-uploaded um, because I can't pump out enough content to get to you guys because I do my stuff on a daily basis. So to pump out content that gets to you guys, I have to buffer every now and then. It's just the nature of the channel, especially if you're producing content that is on a daily basis, not a week by week basis, not a month by month basis, on a daily basis. And I'm going to tell you that it's not humanly possible to keep pumping out that much. I have to work with a lot of people to get these things done. Um, JB's the same way, you know. Of course, he's a bigger channel, so his time constraints are a bit more different than mine. So I can't tell you what he goes through. Um, and I have no problem with you guys being critical of me or JB or any of the content we put out. Hey, you know, you guys as viewers, you have the right to express your opinions, as long as it's not like you're not being a dick. I think you should be able to express it. But you know, content creators are gonna clap back as well. Um, content creators are gonna clap back as well. My reasoning also is because I have a lot of videos, so a lot of you guys are new and they won't go back and watch those old videos. So I also pump out duplicates so they can see that content because they're not gonna go back. They're gonna see my channel and they're gonna see, oh, this guy has 200 and over 2,000 videos. They're not actually gonna actively go back and watch. So what I've noticed other YouTubers do, they would they'll reduplicate or make compilations so other people can see those videos for the new people who watch the channel. So I was trying to um, do that because it brings in new viewers who haven't seen the old content and they're not gonna go back and watch. I know because I'm one of them. I've been to YouTuber channels and I've never gone back and watched. And I like criticism in the sense that it keeps me humble. I never get full of myself. Um, I've never tried to get full of myself, but for me, just you know, just to let you know, guys, it's more. I like to make compilation videos too because I like to kind of mix them and try to tell a new story with them. And I know for a fact not every single one of you have watched over 2,000 of my videos. Live streams included in that. so so yeah, so while I do apologize if you guys aren't a fan of the compilations, I just ask you just to just deal with those and cope with those. Again, you're gonna get new content. Obviously, just know that if you've seen it, maybe it's not for you. Just know those are for newer viewers, not necessarily for you. You know, not necessarily for you guys if you've already seen them. But know that you'll always get new content. I have years worth of content. It's just I can't pump them out fast enough because I don't have the revenue to hire editors and hire more people. I edit everything I do, guys. I get people who want me to edit their videos, and I can't do that because I'm editing my own videos. And I do the short-term content because you like that. And the compilation videos is to get longer form content out there for you guys. Like, so maybe some of you guys like to see them in tandem. So that's also a reason why I do it, to put them in tandem for you guys, and you guys can enjoy that. So, yeah, trying to do sponsorships. I got another Manscaped one that I'm gonna work on with Kim, and I'm gonna put that probably in a compilation video because those do well. Like people watch them, like they aren't bad. Like the compilation videos, like people have actually liked them. So I'm probably gonna put a ad in them to try and get some extra revenue. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of content creators run into. It was one of the main reasons why I took the deal with Creative, was to get money to do that, but unfortunately, like I said, that well has run dry due to my own, I'm not gonna say I didn't completely invest it into. I paid rent. This is what I did with the money. I paid rent on a monthly basis. I paid for household. I helped friends out that needed help. I invested into content, obviously. That's what the money was for. I could not move because I was constantly and yeah, constantly getting asked for help from other people, and this is my own fault too. I got hacked. Obviously, you guys know they took over $1,000. No, not thousand, $1,100 out of that chunk out of that money. So that, and I only got like half of it back. Um, I've had constant other bills that would come up, medical bills that would come up, paying for credit, paying for other people's expenses that I shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been my job, but I did anyway because I like to help people, but I shouldn't have been doing it. I should have been. No one should have known what I had, and I should have just been focused on helping, on building the channel up, and I didn't do that. So that's a lesson for me. Yeah, Blitzful's a good friend of mine. Um, Me and Blitzful, I've known her for years, and she's a very good friend. My recognize been going to my friends who need help. Yeah, no, I completely understand. It's just now I'm in the worst position possible. I'm in a 3-year deal that I can't get out of for money that has been used up. Basically, I have bills to pay that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay them. I have a very sick aunt that is in the hospital for due to her diabetes and cancer, and yeah, and the worst part is I can't get too mad because there's nothing I can do. So it has played heavily on my psyche, and I guess talking about it is sort of therapeutic, but which is why I did this stream to begin with. Like I guess I just needed to get it off my chest because if I keep laying in bed all day, it's just gonna fester in my head, and it's gonna keep giving me more negative emotions, which I don't need right now. So yeah, it is what it is. Um, it is what it is. I'm not. There's no point in blaming people. So. I want to thank you guys though, because honestly, I don't think I'd be able to manage if without you guys just being here and helping me out, and lending an ear. Just listening has been more help than any therapist. Because I actually thought about seeing a therapist, but in the past that hasn't boded well because I don't trust therapists. I don't trust therapists, and I don't trust doctors. I don't have any ill will towards therapists because I know they can help a lot of people, but they've never been for me. In that sense, like, if they can help other people, that's good, but they've never been for me. Like, therapy hasn't gone well for me. I appreciate that, Sacred, but I I would say focus on just getting your stuff up first. Don't worry about me, and do what you can for yourself. I appreciate that, Sonic. I, um, yeah, you guys are probably the best thing that's happened in my life. I'd say. Um, I was able to build a YouTube channel out of nothing, basically, and I've gotten to work with a lot of people that I actually was watching because I'm no different. I think people forget that I'm no different than any of you guys. I've watched YouTube since its inception, and any one of you guys can do better than me because I was just like you guys in the comment section watching other content creators just doing exactly what you're doing right now, and I was so shy and I didn't want to, so I don't show my face, and now it's for privacy reasons. But because if I wanted to, guys, I can drop the whole Goku persona and just do reaction videos as myself with my face, and perhaps that channel would do better, but I don't want to. It's not what I want to do. I believe in this channel, so but I could do other things. It's just I love doing this, I guess. So it's it has been quite the journey for me, I'd say. I can do other stuff. I would say I can make a gaming channel. I can make again, there's lots of content I could like with my body, I can do. It's just I've never like doing vlogs, going out and doing stuff like that, which would, but I don't know. It just never really suited me personally. You know, I would like to do like honestly, my dream job would be doing what Mr. Beast is doing. Like Jimmy's idea is nothing like new, but he's been able to execute it. I would love to execute it. I would love to just give money away to people and just help them out while still making money from it, you know? That's always been a dream job that I've always wanted to do. I mean, even if I had to show my face and stuff, though I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'd probably wear a mask because it add like what Dream was doing, like wearing a mask for years so you can understand the mystique of it. I guess the only difference between me and Jimmy is that I'd be wearing a mask. Like I would wear a mask so nobody could see my face, and that's pretty much the only difference, I'd say. Like it would be interesting. Well, I'm glad I can inspire people because I'm not that. I don't even think I don't think I'm that good of a VA anyway. So, but I just don't care, and I just kind of go for it. And if it gets a good reaction, it's great. And you know, I've worked with much better VAs than me. So, if you can find some inspiration in that and having the courage to go out there. I told you guys what made me want to be a YouTuber. I performed on stage, and I have stage fright. You know, I don't like to be the center of attention, I don't like all eyes on me. So I was able to do that and get on stage in front of 200 people and perform, and that's what made me make a YouTube channel. So I got to work with people like CL and Koi. I mean, these are people that were doing it long before I was. And again, no different than you guys. I was in the crowd, a fan watching them, and no matter how big I get, I will never think myself better than them or better than any peers before me, no matter how big my channel gets. Uh, that's not how I think. You know, I'm always respectful to whoever I work with. I love those guys. I love CL. I love Koi. You know, even my you know, Zammy, Justin, and Crossy. You know, in spite of herself, in spite of herself, I enjoy her a lot, and a lot of people. I appreciate that. Um, Zen Gaming. Um, I truly appreciate that. Um, I don't like sharing my feelings on stream, guys. So this is kind of weird for me. So just kind of cope with me, okay? So, Gur, I still we don't talk, but I still enjoy talking to him, and all the new people like um, Fluffbat and Grizzy and um, Liam. I love Blitzful. Sacred Sand has been a pleasure. Madness is a good guy. Mecca is like, you know, I can't call her a big sister because we dated, so that'll be weird. So I won't go that far, but love her to death. There's a lot of you, like Z Dog and Rema, who I added to the team a while ago, uh, and there's you guys. There's a lot of you guys that stand out to me. Um, there's a lot of you guys like Ryukami um, has been loyal. Like we have a back and forth in the sense that we're just dicks to each other. You know, when I love talking to my regulars because I've gotten a sense of them long enough to like Ryukami, like we're dicks to each other. That's just kind of our thing, you know. Artsman, you know, he's a cool dude. He's supported me a lot, and Silent D, one of my most loyal subscribers, along with Dustbringer, and um, there's a good chunk of you guys that's been with me for years, and I don't forget your names because you guys have been with me for me to remember. You know, I couldn't forget you because you guys have been there. Golden Bulls, one of my you know OGs, who's been with me for the longest time. Um, Katana Black, you know, she's been with me for the longest time. A lot of you guys, Yolanda is another example. Somebody, Thomas, Steven's been around for quite a bit. Skylar Taylor's been around. There's quite a bit of you that King, Neo, like I remember you, like Gohan Black, he's another one that has been around for the longest time. So I like I would say this when people ask me like, you know, like do I remember them? Honestly, um I would say if you have to ask if I remember you, I'm probably not going to. But if you're around long enough, like, you know, Super Kami Alyssa or those people, I'm just going to call you out instinctively because you've been around long enough for me to remember your name, you know, because you're here. You know, if you want my advice to those people, if you want people to remember you, just be around and just, you know, if that's your idea to get noticed and stuff, that would be my recommendation. As far as coping with everything, Thomas, no, I have not coped well. I have not. Mm. but I'm doing my best. Like, this is actually kind of therapeutic for me. Yeah, I am Fox. I am Foxy, another person who's been around for a long time. You know, Mike Clark, I believe, has been around for quite a while. Um, it's one of the reasons why I'm upset my old channel's gone, because I could really show you how many like those people. They've been around for years. Battle Amore has been around for years. Yeah, Battle Amore. He's a great guy too, so shout out to him. Um, and I never thought like I'd get this far. One of my favorite songs from like Koi is his, I forget what was it. I forgot what it was called, but it was like, bet you never thought you'd get this far. And yeah, it's that way for me. It's that way for me. Because it's surreal, you know. Well, all the support I've gotten. Yeah, no, shout out to like my moderators like Ren. My moderators like Caboose, Megamat, and remember these guys are all fans too. Like they're all fans. Luna has been like the child in my Discord. Sonic, Justin being one of my oldest friends. Cresselia. I don't talk with Cresselia as much, but whenever I do, it's always been fine. You know, we're good. Hex Doodles, who's just a fan, and there's not much I can say on certain things. I just kind of let things go with the flow, I would say. And there's not much for me to say on these people, because these are the people I associate with. These are the people who gave me a chance, who watched me, supported me, and these are the people I want to work with. You know, I don't have time anymore for people in my life who I have to prove myself to, time and time again. I don't want to do that anymore. Or in the sense that I have to work my way up just to get the opportunity to. I don't mind proving myself to people I've met who are willing to give me the opportunity, but I'm not going to do it for people who are too closed off to where they don't want to, you know. But in dealing with all this, I've been getting headaches, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten headaches. I've been very down, I guess, mentally. I'm mentally drained. Like, I sleep all day, which is, I don't know if that's the healthiest thing, sleeping all day. Though I don't know what to do with myself half the time. I'll play some video games. Like I said, I'll watch some anime, play some video games, but I really don't know what to do with myself. I eat, sleep, making content. Like, that's what I've been doing for 5-6 years. Is editing and developing my craft and networking to meet new people and trying to build the channel up. I try to keep myself hydrated, but you guys know I'm sick with diabetes myself, so I drink water constantly. That's why I've been losing so much weight. Like, I could do that too, make like a weight loss thing, like show my progress, but I have to show my face, and I don't want to do that. So in dealing with depression, it's I've had thoughts, I'm not gonna share with you guys, but I've had dark thoughts. So I just trying to just relax and trying to not think about things. But it's hard when you're left alone with your thoughts and you think about all that's happened, all the stuff that you've been through, and it, I get like these flashes, like these like electrical flashes in my brain that just hurts a lot, I guess, because I think about everything all at once, and when I think about everything all at once, it just kind of it hurts, like it hurts your head like a lot, and like I could be playing a game and trying not to think about it, and it just like those flashes just comes, and it really hurts. And I just I lay down and I go to sleep. I lay down and I go to sleep, and I'll listen to some ASMR videos. Those kind of help, take my mind off things, like listening to oceans and rivers and stuff like that, or listening to stories in my head. So I don't think about things that much. So I don't do that helps a bit. As far as my dad's concerned, he'll get another job. Like, he has great work credentials. I don't think that's not so much the issue, Silent. It's just finding one in time to pay rent, because rent's due. So, you know, and paying for everything else. Like, we have to spend overall, in all, in terms of everything, we have to spend at least 1,200 for everything, bills included, lights, gas, rent, household, and stuff like that. Like, about 1,200 is needed to cover everything. So, um, I'm hoping that I can get things on track with VTubing and switching content for a while. You know, that's gonna take 30 days to get everything done, and I still have to pay. I still have to pay the artist the money I have to give them. So I'm trying to. Sorry. It's just I'm trying to sort things out and get everything done. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, that's. Hmm. Sorry, thinking about everything. Thinking about my aunt, thinking about bills, thinking about the VTubing stuff, thinking about content, thinking about creative juice, and how coping with everything. Oh, it's such a headache. Again, this is why I wish I was in a much better predicament. Mm. Mm. It's okay. It's just headaches. Just headaches. I'll get some water or something. Maybe I'll get some water or something. Just give me a sec. I just need to get some water. Okay. So, sorry about that. Yeah, I got some water. I keep forgetting I'm too dried out too. So thanks, God, I actually needed that. So, mm, so I got sidetracked. Sorry. Thinking about what I need to do, it's taxing, to say the least. It's very taxing. Yeah, my mental health is not the best. I'm being honest with you guys. It's not. I'm not doing well mentally. So, but I get it. I need a clear head. I need a. It's just when you're presented with all these issues, because a lot of my issues I could at least deal with if I'm dealing with it one at a time. So that's what I'm trying to take. I'm trying to. I thank you for that, Neo. No, I'm not. And this is the best idea. I try not to down my insecurities onto other people. That's just not my thing. This is the best option I have right now in terms of chatting. And again, I want to tackle everything one at a time. I guess like the main. I guess my main issue, my main pain points is what's going on with my aunt right now, and my contract with Creative Juice and trying to get out of that. And those are the two biggest pain points. And then obviously bills. But I think I can handle at least bills. Like, I guess I'll, again, tackle each situation one at a time to try and alleviate issues. And as much as I want to stop thinking about it, reality doesn't let you because it's in your face. It's not something you can not think about when it's in your face. My bills aren't going to stop. It's not going to stop because I magically want them to. My channel's not going to grow just because I want it to. Um, my aunt's not going to stop going what she's going through just because I magically want them to. So it's not that simple. It's just not thinking about it because reality will remind you very quickly that it doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. Reality don't care about me. So I have to do my best to make everything work and try to alleviate stress. I don't want to lose my hair like my dad. My dad lost a lot of hair because of stress, and I'm actually very happy that I have a full head of hair right now. So I don't want to lose that due to stress. So I need to I need to get to work and get everything. Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised I don't have gray hair neither. I had one like it was like back in the day because it was back when I was like going through the whole Google lockout thing. I did have one strand of gray hair. I don't have it anymore, but that's why I had to piece because that scared me that I had one gray strand hair out of all my black hair, but I don't have it anymore. But if things go the way they're going, I probably will get gray hair. Um, but no, I'm 27. I don't really care anymore. I'm a leap year. Leap year. I'm like 6 and 1 3/4. I'll be 7 next year, and but I'm 27. Mm. Um, I miss the old days. I miss being 21, to be honest. Hell, I even miss when I was 24, when I was staying with CL, when I was 24 years old and relaxing then, but in 27, mm, it's still surreal. I haven't really changed all that much since I was younger, to be honest with you. I'm at least happy that my genes, I still look the same as I was when I was 22, 21 to 22, so, look-wise, but, yeah. It's just as, thank you, Cyber. It's just as you get older. I remember when I was 15, and I was on this bus going home from school, and this lady was complaining about being 23, because she was dealing with a lot of life issues, and she was even telling me like enjoy being 15 because once you're like age 23, it's gonna be worse. And I didn't have that same experience at 23, but I am having the experience at 27, at 26, 27. So I guess it varied. I actually enjoyed being 23 very much. So, well, you're not wrong. 30s is like the new 20s, basically, because of how life expectancy in our day and age. So yeah, 30s is kind of the new 20s. I mean, my dad's in his 50s and doesn't look like he's in his 50s. He looks like he's still in his 30s. So my mom definitely looks like she's still in her 30s. I don't know how she does it, and I love my mom's genes because she does not look 50 at all. She looks like she's in her 30s. And that's not due to makeup or anything. That's just natural looking. So I'm very happy that I have her genes. So I have something to look forward to when I get older. So that's something. I think that's why I haven't gone bald, because I got my mom's genes more than my dad's. So I got all my hair. Um, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen your mom. Yeah, that's true, still. This is why, um, well, this is why I say don't get stressed out. That's why I'm worried about being stressed out. Because genetics can only take you so far, and you know, I don't wanna I don't wanna get too stressed out to the point where I look like I'm 60 at 20. Thank you, Dueler. Again, I appreciate it. Um, I see you there, Neo. Mm, just so I guess what to focus on first. I guess bills. Um, I guess I should focus on paying rent, and then Um, there's nothing I can do about my aunt, and there's nothing I can really do. I mean, I can make a GoFundMe, but I, I just don't see the GoFundMe panning out, and I still have to get her picture up and everything, and I didn't even ask for her permission, so I really can't do that unless I get her permission. And she's kind of in intensive care right now, so I can't really do much. I can't do anything about right now about the creative juice thing, the 3-year contract, which is really irking me. It's really affected me. So focus on, I guess, paying rent for the month. Maybe I'll do something with. I don't know. I guess it'd be a legal thing because it is a contract. Again, it's a buyout. Like, for me to actually terminate my contract, they give me a buyout option. So I guess for what they gave me, which was 25 grand, I'd have to give that back plus a x multiple of 1.15. So I guess maybe 20. They've taken about 4 or 5 grand from me already, which was from the month these last 6 months. Like, so I'd probably owe 21, 22 grand if I want to get out of my contract, which is not feasible. That is not a feasible thing. Unless, what should I do? Make a GoFundMe to do that? Hey, hey guys, here's this to get out of my. Oh, my lord. Oh. That's what I'm hoping. That's the hope, Jinxie. I'm hoping like a switch up of content will bring in new viewers, and maybe I can generate enough revenue to where I don't know. I don't know. It's something. It's a situation of my own making. So it's not like I know you know. It's not like I know big YouTuber friends that has that kind of money. You know. I don't. That'd be nice, but I don't. Trust me, if I had the money, I'd just give it to them and just to get them out of my way, because I wouldn't have minded 3 years if they gave me enough to sustain myself for 3 years. 25 grand is not enough to sustain a channel for 3 years, taking everything in consideration. Considering, and I've just proven that because it's gone within 6 months. No, it's not on you. It's not on you guys to fix my issues. That's not on you guys. You know, like I said, yeah, yeah. Hold on. My auntie's calling me. My other auntie, not the one who's in the hospital. My other auntie. One sec, guys. Okay, sorry about that. That was my other aunt, my aunt on my mom's side. My aunt on my dad's side is the one who's in the hospital. This is my aunt on my mom's side. She just was calling me. But oh, hold on. Thanks, Sacred Santa. I appreciate it. Yeah. You have a nice night. Yeah. I, well, yeah, they were just calling to have my dad pick up my mom. She's hanging out with her sister. So that's all that was, in case you guys were wondering. It was nothing crazy. So I guess so the VTubing, I guess will wait because it'll take, according to what the artist told me, it'll take 15 days to get like the I guess the artwork and stuff done for the emotions. Then it'll take another 15 days, which will, for the rigging will cost, as I said, a lot. That's why what the goal is what it is. So I should focus on just paying rent. That'll, I guess, be my focus for now. And yeah. Oh. I'm just trying to level things out. Yeah, you're right. No, it's not. It's quite expensive, actually, especially for a 2D model. I wish I hadn't. This also goes back. I wish I hadn't wasted a lot of money on trying to get certain projects done that ultimately ended up failing, and I just lost money. I've lost thousands on certain projects that I could not get off the ground that I haven't shared yet. But that's also where some of that money went. Is me trying to invest in certain things, and certain people could not get certain things done, so I just bite the bullet, Yeah. Again, this is why I need to move out. I can't afford to keep paying full rent every month. Um, that money has to be allocated to projects so I can get those done. I gotta pay my actors. I gotta pay people, so editors who I have work on things. Because I'll outsource. I don't have like a steady editor. I usually do the editing myself, but I'll have like editors every now and then to help with certain things. I've used money to help people, and I'm not gonna say I'm regretted because I should never regret doing what's right, if especially if they're if they really need it. But I also have to learn a lesson to, again, I'm not in a position where I should be, where I can help everybody. I'm not in that position. If I was, you guys know I'd give back if I could. That's just who I am. But if I want to help people, I need to help myself first. So Yeah, I can't be a hypocrite and lecture you guys on that, and I'm not doing it myself. So I need to help myself first before I can start helping other people. So that's my lesson. Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it is what it is what it is, Thomas. And I'm not gonna feel bad for that. Like I actually really, like I said, I really enjoy helping people. Um, for rent, at the moment it's about 750, and then there's lights or electricity, which is another 250. So about a grand for everything. Even in this old apartment building, we're actually lucky that they didn't raise rent, because when COVID happened, other people were raising their rent to like 950 to 1,000. We were lucky enough to keep ours only raised by 100, because it was 650 at one point. Now it's 7, and then counting on lights and energy. So yeah, about a grand basically. So yeah, it's one of the main reasons why I wanted to move out of this place and get a roommate, because it slashes a lot of my costs in half. Because I can handle being a roommate and helping on rent, but it's really hard to pay for everything, because this is not counting household and food. And oh my god, don't get me started on food. I've paid $650 for food, because my mom and her family would have people stay with us, from my cousins to my nephews, and there was extra mouths to feed. And when you have extra mouths to feed, well, food gets eaten up a lot faster. And not to mention food being more expensive now, that only exacerbates the issue. So what money that could be used for rent is now allocated towards food, towards household, because you got to keep the household up, getting cleaning supplies. That's the least amount of the costs, but again, prices being what they are, they go up even higher. So it's inflation has not helped. Like, money gets eaten up pretty fast. This is not 2009 or 2000s where, eggs, stuff gets shredded, you know. Like, it's one of the reasons, again, that's why I wanted to move in with, because I'm actually a very good roommate. I don't cause a lot of issues. I clean up after myself, and, all I ask is that I be allowed to do my work. So I need to, I don't know, you know, fine. I just need a good roommate, honestly. As long as I'm in a position where I can save money, I'm okay. But I'm not in a good position now. I'm basically the sole breadwinner of my household. And while I make decent money on YouTube, it's not enough. Especially now with my contract being what it is, and I lose a good chunk of that. And I didn't tell you guys, they have the right to take more if I don't perform. This is why I can't take a break from YouTube. It's not realistic, because if I don't perform to the specifications that they want, they can take 50% of my income. If they want, they can take more than that, because I didn't perform to the standard that I should, because they thought they were going to get more. So now that screws me even more. I didn't say anything, but yeah, they can do that. They can take more from me if they want to. They're not going to, but they were very keen to let me know that they could. So it's why, honestly, taking a break isn't feasible for me. we have all the meetings and stuff. I don't go to the meetings because there's too many people there. Like, we do have meetings and they have other stuff, but honestly, it hasn't really been an advantage to me. They do have all these programs, but it hasn't been much advantage to me personally. So yeah, I've been hearing. Um, it's not the first time that's happened, CL. Like, it happened back in the day too, where it just, I don't think it was just as widespread, you know. I think it's in the contract. I can't remember, Dragon. I have to go over the contract again, but I don't think they're in breach, but I'll have to, I'd have to go over it. You know, I'm trying to find ways. Grizzy is trying to get me in contact with, he gave me a link to a consolidator that can look over it and see if there was anything that was misleading. So I'm trying to look into my options. Honestly, like I said, if I was rich, I would just pay them off, get rid of them, and never, and I'm serious, I'd never work with any other brand again, unless they're a brand deal or a sponsor. I'm not working with any more of these companies because I do feel like I was misled. Like, I 100% that, like, why the fuck would I give up 28% to 30% of my channel for 25 grand for 3 years? Please. That's not feasible. Like, let's do the math on that, guys. That means for 3 years I'd only get in funding 7 grand for the entire year, basically, or 8 or 9 grand for the entire year. No, I didn't record it. I wish I did. Again, I wasn't thinking like that. I was trying to be courteous, you know. I was trying to be courteous. But think about it, 8 grand for 12 months of work. Yeah, but I've actually gotten paid from Stream Elements. I mean, it took a while. It took a month, but at least they paid me. But again, if it was maybe, if it was like 75 or 60, I could at least understand it, and I could, like, okay, I can make that work. I can make that work for a year, you know, but 25 for 3 is not enough. On top of that, you're taking more, that much. Again, if it was like at least in that realm, I would even sell for 50 for those 3 years, because at least I can attempt to make that work. 25 was not enough. Maybe some people can make that work. I'm not one of them. I got other shit I have to again, there's outside shit I had to take care of on top of trying to, and again, it's no guarantee, just because I have that money, it's no guarantee that my content was going to just magically skyrocket. You know, this is a tough this is a tough area. Like Dragon, you know, to his criticism, like, yeah, it's tough because, like you said, the market's kind of saturated with comic dubs. That's why I tried to, like, I'm trying to switch things up. You know, I really want to do animation more than comic dubs. Like, comic dubs are fun, but I want to do animation. I want to do other projects, like, because the market can get saturated at times, and you're not gonna make as much. It, like, you know who makes the most money? Like people who talk about making money makes the most money. Like, you know, those YouTube videos that talk about how to make money, how to do this with apps and stuff. They make a buttload of money, and it's not, honestly, they're very scammy. So I don't do that. But they make a lot of money. Their CPO is so high. They make so much money. Yeah, just talking about making money, they make a lot. You know. Kinda. Tutorial videos aren't really scammy, though. I'm not saying all of them are. I'm sure they're legit ones, but the one, like, you know, those apps, you know, those, like, apps and stuff, how to make this with this YouTube app, or how to do, they make a lot of money. It's, yeah, they rank very high. Again, I'd probably have to switch I'd have to like make a whole new channel and switch it up. I was thinking of doing that, of using my second YouTube channel for the VTubing model, so maybe that channel can flourish because they don't own that. I was thinking of maybe just switching Wolfku, like that, Wolfku, and putting him into that channel and build that channel up to get monetized. And it's because they don't own the rights to that one, of that YouTube channel in particular. To I don't know. Oh, it's Wolf Kusher. Like, I've had a lot of people who just kind of blatantly upload. You got to be careful because there's people who just kind of blatantly uploads my shit. Like, I can show you. Like, they blatantly upload my content. I don't strike them or anything because I'm just, even though I'm well within my right to strike those channels, especially when they just crop out my artwork that I paid for, that I did not give authorization to do. Even when they don't credit me, I choose not to strike them because I just don't want to. I don't want to strike people who might make mistakes. Maybe they don't know how the YouTube game works. So I don't strike people. It would be putting more stress on me because juggling two channels is, I'm not at a comfort level where I can juggle two channels, because then I have to worry about the old channel and this channel where I'm juggling two. But maybe I can slowly do it. Maybe I'll make it into a highlight. Maybe I'll make it into a highlight thing where I just highlight some of my stuff. It won't be like the best edited stuff. Like, I'll just take some highlights and put them on the channel. I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know if I'm fully allowed to like call them out on certain things, because I don't know if that's in the Again, I have to. We'll go over it, CL. Like, I'll probably like show you the contract and we'll go over it or something. But I just don't want to make any wrong moves. But I'm definitely not happy with them. I'm not happy with them, and I've made that very clear to them that I'm not happy with them. I have to reach my goal. If I'm gonna do anything, I have to at least reach this goal to get the model finished. Nothing's gonna happen if I don't at least reach this goal. So maybe I'll focus right now. Luckily, like I said, the artwork part has been taken care of. It's the rigging. I'm paying for like the full rigging and stuff, and added facials to it extra. Cause I'm trying to make Wolfku. You guys have seen I've shown you the initial look, right? If I haven't, I'll show it to you right now, of how he's going to look, basically. So I'll show that with you. I'll share that with you all for a sec. If I can find him. So as far as the initial look is, that's Wolfku. That's what he's gonna look like as far as initial looks go. And then I'm gonna try and make him as animated as possible. Yeah, so that's the initial look, and I have to make sure I get ready to pay this artist, because like they're doing their thing. So that's gonna, I guess I'll just focus on that for now. So I hope we can at least reach the goal to at least get them, but it's gonna take a month, guys. They straight up told me like 15 days to get all the artwork done, and then another 50 days for rigging. Now we're splitting the payment up into two parts, and I paid for the initial like artwork and stuff, which was a lot. Don't ask me how much I paid for it, but it was a lot, even for a chibi. But they said they would, I just saw they said they do Great work. Um, yeah, we're splitting things up. We're splitting the artwork and rigging up. So hence why I have this goal. Hence why. And then from that, I'm hoping I can kind of switch up my content again, switch genres up. Maybe we'll do more things. Um, well, my thing was, guys, once the model was done, we can do anything we want. Like, I was gonna be like, okay, so what do you guys want to do? You want to do reaction videos? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Because once that's done, we can do whatever we want. You know, that was the end goal. It's like, okay, so we pumped a lot into this. Yeah, that's what the money's for, is to get an extra webcam. I say YouTube model, but yeah, I'm getting a 4K. That's been reflected into the thing, so that's why the price is getting a 4K camera, which I think, let me see how much that was. Which was about, it's not too bad, but it's like some of the higher ones like 200, but or 400 and stuff like that. But I'm probably gonna get like the 250, 150. I'll have to look into more like my options, but it's reflected into the goal, in case you guys are wondering. I appreciate that, Zany, but it's not what I need at the moment. Oh no, they can cost them. This is like kind of the lower end. Art Queen, they can cost $8,000. I'm actually getting the lower end of it, actually. Believe it or not, this is actually a low price. These VTuber models can cost as far as like $2,000 to $8,000. No joke. I'm not joking. I looked at it. They will pay $8,000, sometimes 10, for like the higher end models and stuff. It's insane how much people will pay for their VTubing model. I'm actually at the low end, and no, it's not on the webcam, on the VTubing models and rigging and everything else. Like, CL. That's what I was. Not the camera. Like in the middle, yeah. Usually like $5,000 is like middle ground, but for the VTubing model, for the 2D VTubing model, it costs between. It could be, I guess, depending on who you get, it could be like low end. But if you're going for like the higher end models, it's expensive. So I'm just happy where I can at least. So I guess that's my goal, guys. If you want to support it, you can. If you can't, you can't. But that's what we're trying to get to. Yeah, well, I have good net. I'll say that much. How long does Streamlabs take again? It shouldn't. Did you? If you don't, it shouldn't. It should be instant. Streamlabs should be very instant if you're trying to donate. I would say, if Streamlabs doesn't work, try PayPal. I hate PayPal. Yeah, no, you got a. Yeah, I think you got a really good one. My rigging is not that though, but my rigging is gonna be a more sophisticated kind of rig. I think they told me it's gonna be a bit more sophisticated. Again, they're adding more. Like my Wolf model is gonna have a lot more expressions than your CL. Like he's gonna be, because how I hi Leila John, how I wanted it. I want Wolfku to be animated. You guys know I get very hyped. I get very loud. So I want it kind of Wolfku to be. I want his reactions to reflect that. So that's what we're gonna be doing, and they said they can get that going. Probably next month. Again, once everything's all said and done, we probably won't have anything concrete until like next month, and then I have to work out how to set everything up, what I'm gonna use. Oh, it's in the tip category. Let me check my phone then. Hold on a second. I'll check. Give me 1 second there, Artsman. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Artsman, that's a lot. That is, wow. I'll have to modify it myself. I'll have to modify the goal because you pretty much almost destroyed it. Wow. You're almost gonna make me cry a little bit. Let me update the goal because you damn near killed it. Well, okay, so he donated 1100. So I have to I have to update the goal. Just give me a sec, guys. Wow. Let me see, Streamlabs. I need to. So 1410, I'd say. Well, let me see how much. You know how PayPal is. Let me see how much PayPal took out of their little chunk. Because PayPal needs their chunk. I need to make sure I get the exact amount. Because I know they took a good chunk. They took about 40... about 40 bucks. So let me factor that in. Let's see, that comes to 1,060, about 1370. 1370. Yeah, because PayPal takes you. It's just the nature of how PayPal works. So about 1370. But no, I actually don't know what to say, Arsmith, other than thank you so much, because you didn't have to do that. I need to where is the goal thing so I can update it? Okay, I found it. Okay. Okay, so 1370 goes to K. I would love to do I want to do more more VR stuff too. You know what I should start doing? Seal says she just came over to say. There you guys go. I updated everything. What I'm also want to start doing is I'm gonna, because of the reaction, I'm gonna start doing more stuff. So in time, I'm gonna get Justin and myself. We're gonna finish Alien Isolation. We'll finish Alien Isolation. We'll finish. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, fuck. We're gonna, like, finish all that stuff off, and because I think you guys want more of that stuff. Thank you. Yeah, Neil, you can ask me whatever you want. I don't mind. I just told you about all the stuff I've been going through. I can answer your questions, guys. Don't worry about it. Ask me whatever you want. And I'll answer what I'm able to. That's the best I can do. I can't guarantee I'll give you a full answer, but I'll answer whatever I can. You don't have to, Thomas. You're not obligated to give me anything. You're not. If you want to, that's fine, but you're not obligated to give me anything. Hey, Daniel. I have been. I'm still am, but you guys are help alleviating that. At least we're just trying to smash the goal out and get these models done. So, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this damn model up. I'm actually going to, if we do reach the goal, I'm gonna talk to the artist and just give them the money now, because I don't want to. Because sometimes when we reach the goal, and I'll be honest, sometimes when we reach the goal, guys, other expenses come up, and I have to take out of it, like rent, this, that. I don't want to do that this time. I just want to make sure they get the money, and I ain't got to worry about it. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to worry about anything. I just want to give them this, so it's guaranteed everything's taken care of. I don't have to worry about anything. I wish I had the Powerball. The power. Me too. You know what? Me too. I wish so too. Yeah, you know, because like you have a goal, and you want to use that money for that, but then groceries comes up, other miscellaneous like expenses come out of nowhere that you have to take out of, or like rent or this. I've done it. I've done it, you know, and I get angry because I hate taking money out of something for a goal that I want to do, but these other things come up. Helping out a friend, you know, I've helped out friends, like, but that's not fair, like, to the people who donated. And yes, you guys will understand it, and I appreciate that, but it's not fair to you guys to do that when that's what the money is for. I don't like doing that. I loathe taking money out of a goal because I have to do this or because I have to do that. I hate that with a passion. So, no, I'm going to make sure that this money goes towards the V2 model, and that, because you guys work hard too, and you guys work very hard for me to entertain you. So you guys want to see Wolfku come to life, and I'm going to make sure he comes to life for you guys. Of course, Sammy, you can ask whatever you want. Go ahead. I'm open to anything. Just go ahead. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure this money goes towards that. Do not worry about that. No, I don't. I'm very grateful to Artsman, and that, like, I'm very happy that I have people like him and Golden Bulls and support me. I still feel like shit. Don't like I still have a lot of stress. That alleviated some of it, but I still feel like shit, to be honest with you. Nothing short of getting out of the contract with Creative Juice is gonna make me feel better, or my aunt not dying, hopefully, but she's stable. I'm not trying to even think about that, you know. Like, this is kind of help alleviate, like, talking to you guys has helped alleviate some of that pressure that I'm going through right now. So yeah, but I'm at least a little bit more comfortable, I'd say. Yeah, Thomas, you can ask whatever you want. Go ahead. I don't mind. It's fine. Ask whatever you like. Nice peacocks and stuff. Let me grab some water, though, guys. You can ask your questions. Just let me grab some water because I kind of my throat's very dry at the moment, and I like to do that. Sorry about that, guys. I had to have a conversation with my mom. That took longer than I thought it was gonna take because my mom wanted to talk to me. It's just about certain things. So my apologies. I will go through your questions, guys. I will go through all your questions. So, again, I'm very sorry. I didn't. If I didn't get to see anything, I just had to talk to my mom real quick. So let me go through some of your stuff. Let me scroll up. You don't have to, Steve. You're not obligated to donate. I think Nasreen, the situation was explained. If you could own any brand new car or vintage car, what make, model, type would you? I like muscle cars. Don't necessarily know what's the brand, Joe, but I like muscle cars. I'd like a Ferrari, just to try it out. Anything from like the 80s. Like I like the strong cars that held up very well in the 80s. A Cadillac, because my grandpa used to own a Cadillac. Pretty much never explained the situation. Pretty much, yeah. It's creative juice. Never stop. Creative juice. What is my favorite thing to do as a kid? I like drawing. Love wrestling. Watching wrestling. WWF. Watching anime, cartoons were some of my favorite things to do. Hey Devin, how are you? What about an audit car? I'm not like the biggest car guy. I just know a few things that I enjoyed as a kid. Am I a morning person or a night person? I'm a night person, but I also like early morning, like really early, like just before the sun rises. I really enjoy that. So, like, yeah, we used to draw, we used to trace. I used to trace, like a lot of kids did, the art style back in the day, but I wasn't really good at it, so I kind of gave up on it. Like, I wasn't the best at it, so. No, mainly because it just took too much money. They took too much of my money. That's why I don't do that. No, we are. What are we, like 70%? So a little less than that of the way there. Like we're almost there. Yeah. Do I like tea? No, I don't like tea. Hey Omni. I drunk some like tea to like help my throat, but I'm not a tea drinker, to be honest with you. Omni Jack. Hey Omni Jack, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Or I don't see you as often. Options on Smile. It helped the channel with views, I guess. It's a very fucked up video, but it's popular. You know, it's popular for its time. Yeah, I saw that. Sean, I hope you're okay. I hope, I honestly wouldn't know what to tell you on how to deal with heart failure because that's a serious thing, and that's something. I'm not sure if there's anything I can say that would help make you feel better. I'm only sorry that you're going through it, and I'm hoping that you can pull through it. Mm. Well, that's good, because at least then you're making a lot of money. I mean, if you're dealing with a lot of clients, at least I hope you're blowing up and you're just doing well. I don't know. He just never did things for me. I guess. French fries or onion rings? I like French fries. Onion rings are alright. You know. Yeah, 1969 Dodger. That was pretty good too. That's fair, Sean. That's fair. Favorite cartoons? Ed and Eddie. I guess Ed and Eddie overall. I mean, there's Tom and Jerry. There's a lot of. I'm very grateful to Artsman that we got to. That we're now. We need about. How much is. How much do we need? Hold on. Let me do the math. We need about. I cannot for the life of me find my calculator. Okay. Let's see, 2 grand times 13 is 70. We need $630 to reach the goal. Or specifically, because they take about 650 if we count what PayPal takes out. So 650 to reach the goal. To hit 63, to hit 630, we need 650 because PayPal takes a percentage of that. But yes. But overall, no. Yeah, Ed and Eddie's my favorite. I'd actually love to just I sound younger than you expect. I'm in my 20s, so yeah. I would actually love to start this is another thing option that we're gonna do, like doing full blown reactions on Patreon, like with my VTubing model. Cause guys, I hate editing with my PNG model. That's gonna save me a lot of trouble. I could just watch and we can react to some old classic cartoons. I probably have to do it in a way that's more fun, but yeah, we can do a lot. There's a lot of. I think there's gonna be. It's gonna open a lot of doors with VTubing. Well, couch potato, I've dealing with a lot of issues at the moment. My aunt dealing with her cancer and diabetes is in the hospital currently. I'm dealing with the fact that I got locked into a contract with a company that I thought was going to be for 6 months, but it turned out to be for 3 years for 25 grand, which is not nearly enough to support my content, knowing the fact they could take 28% to 30% and possibly even more of my income for the next 3 years, which is not enough to sustain myself. Dealing with depression, dealing with mental issues and health issues on top of that, so a lot of stuff. Editing was one of my favorites. Do you ever consider doing skits? I would love to, Sean, but I don't have the money to do skits. I would love to do stuff like what Dashi was doing back in the day, or I don't think I'm that good though. I just don't think I'm that good. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to do it, Jinxie. I don't think Archman's in the chat. I haven't heard from him. I wouldn't mind if he wants me to do something. Here's your question from the original Ben 10. What was my favorite? From the original Ben 10. Forearms was really cool. but I think my favorite of his forms. He had a lot of cool forms that I liked. Diamond Head was pretty cool. No, what was that one I liked? Was it Heat Blast? I think was my favorite. I think Heat Blast was my favorite, like, overall look. He had a lot of forms, but Heat Blast and forearms. I also like XLR8. He was Diamond Head again. Diamond Head's pretty cool. But I think Heat Blast was my all-time favorite. Oh, you're just drawing? Okay. Gray Matter was underrated, yeah. Gray Matter, I think, is underrated. There's a lot of... Once, like, the VTubing stuff takes off, there's a lot of games in the near future, I'd say, that we can do. Definitely. My TikTok channel got terminated, Sam. They decided to terminate it. Apparently it was, even though I wasn't posting anything like crazy, they decided it was too much, so they terminated it. And I have a second one, but I haven't put too much into it because I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like re-uploading all that shit anymore. It's just... So, yeah, in case you're wondering, they decided to, there's not much I can do on it. So, there's that. But yeah, hopefully, I'll take some of the funds now and I'll order a 4K camera just so I'll have it. I'll do that tonight. I'll take some of the money and get the 4K camera. So that's just taken care of. And but if you guys have any recommendations on what camera I should get, I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have suggestions on a 4K camera that you think would be good for me, for VTubing purposes, definitely open to it. See, would I be open to react to new cartoons? Thomas, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like new cartoons. The formats are too similar. Nothing is too distinct. There's very few cartoons that I've heard of that have actually piqued my interest. I'm not into the current casting. I grew up in the era of the golden era of cartoons. I'm not saying that there aren't some hidden gems. It's just they're too few for me to want to actually invest my time into. Like, I wanted to get into Steven Universe because I heard a lot of good things about it, and I'll admit it was interesting, but I didn't have the time to get into it personally. But modern cartoons don't interest me. I think Gravity Falls was like the modern era was like the last thing I was interested in. I think Gravity Falls was like one of the last few I found genuinely interesting. But who knows? You know, maybe there. I don't know. Maybe yeah, Jace, we're almost there. If anybody wants to help get us there, I'm open to it. But I liked Gravity Falls, and that was out of my era. That was like out of my era, but I enjoyed it. I watched it occasionally. No, that's an example of a show that's not from my era, but it actually was pretty good. No, but I will. But again, like once the VTubing stuff takes off, we can start doing. I can. We can do more reactions. I can do more stuff. We can do movie reactions more on the. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of it's gonna be on Patreon, but I could chop it up for the YouTube side, and because people really like those, and I'm open to it. I was suggesting to CL and Koi, like if everybody has a VTubing model, we can do like group stuff, group things like maybe group Mario Party, Mario Kart, because like we could have all our VTubing models in like each corner, like everything would be like in a corner, and we could do stuff like that. There's a lot of things we could do. Once, I guess it just, I guess everybody's just been waiting for me, so, because I'm the one with the suggestions, but these are just ideas that I have, like. I said every year life really likes to screw with me, but I think 2023 has screwed with me the most. Like I really do. I think they've it you know it's it's been tough. Yeah, I don't know. TikTok has a lot of the most dumbest things on their platform. Like what I posted was all safe for work stuff, nothing too crazy. But somehow I kept getting flagged. And the thing about it is, when I got flagged, they kept getting overturned. But because I kept getting hit with those, they just decided to just delete my channel on TikTok. So I didn't care. I was like, it's whatever, I think I had like 25,000 followers on there. That was what it is. Hello, Sammy Whammy. How are you? Yeah, again, these are I don't mind doing a lot of this stuff. It sounds like fun. It'll I think it'll help alleviate stress on me doing comic dubs at least. So like, I don't know, Foxy. I don't think I think because based on what I was seeing, nobody had a problem with the content. They liked it. It sounded like they're bots. I don't know if they have a bot system, but it sounded like their bots kept flagging it because it kept saying it was sexualized content, this and that. It's like I wasn't even putting all that. Like just because the girl has a tank top doesn't mean it's sexualized content, or Goku not having a shirt. But I don't know. I post on Twitter now. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a Twitter guy, but I'm getting following on there, so people like my followings on there. I'm just doing it for fun, honestly. Maybe I can monetize it at some point, but I'm just posting just to have fun, just try to expand my viewership on Twitter, even though, I hate Twitter with a passion. It's a cesspool, but at least I can build a decent following. Maybe I can convert those people to my Twitch or my YouTube. This is the goal, anyway. I've never watched it, Steven. I've never watched Stars versus Evil Forces. Heard about it, but I've never watched it personally. All right, Omni. Well, you take care, sir. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. I agree. Yeah, Johnny Bravo was my I love Johnny Bravo. It was good stuff. Sorry, I'm getting asked a question about something. I'm trying to formulate my thoughts. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it. Well, not much to hang on, but yeah. I'm trying to be optimistic as much as well as I can, I'd say. I love my community, to be honest with you. I love my community and what we've built. I want to make a positive environment for all of us, and again, if you haven't, like I said, join the Discord. We'd love to have you guys join the Discord. If you haven't, definitely join us, and I will put a link to that. So if you haven't joined and you want to, here you guys go if you want to join the Discord. No, not recently. I would say not recently. I don't know. I'm still just contemplating a lot of things. I don't. Thanks, there stuff. You're fine. Again, it's optional. You're not obligated for anything. It's all optional. Well, I don't have anything else I want to discuss. I think I got a lot of what I wanted to say out there, and it's out there now. So once you say it, you can't take it back. So it's out there. I would say take my information as you will, and maybe I'll play like a game or something, off screen or something, to help alleviate. Maybe I'll play Breakers, or I don't know, something that'll take my mind off things. I'd say. You guys have been great, and throughout all this, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you guys. You have been fantastic, and I really appreciate all of you for supporting me in this situation, helping me when you don't have to. Love you guys, and I don't know when I'll stream again. Maybe soon, maybe not. It just depends on, I guess, how I'm feeling. But at least you're caught up what's going on. I'll keep you guys updated with my aunt and see how that goes, and I hope for the best, but expecting the worst. But we'll see. And yeah, yeah. So thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Love you guys. You take care.